A beggar accidentally discovered a group of rich kids assaulting a mother. The son stood by and stabbed one of them to protect his mother, but at the critical moment, the beggar passed out from being drunk. When he woke up again, two female lawyers were standing in front of him. The lawyers told the beggar, the boy accidentally killed one of the rich kids with a knife while defending his mother, but the rich kids used their family influence to have the boy sentenced to death. The lawyers planned to appeal for the boy's innocence and wanted the man to testify as a witness. The beggar, however, admitted directly that he hadn't seen the whole incident that night and couldn't qualify as a proper witness. It turned out the beggar was once one of the world's top 3 lawyers, known in the legal field as the devil's lawyer. No matter how vile the criminal was, as long as they could pay his high fees, he could get them acquitted. But 10 years ago, his wife died during childbirth. With her last breath, she accused him of bringing karma upon their family by defending evil people, and she urged him to become a righteous lawyer from then on. Losing his beloved wife awakened him. He quit the legal profession completely and willingly sank into life as a street beggar. When the female lawyers saw he refused to help, they took him to the boy's house. Unexpectedly, as soon as they entered, they saw the prosecution lawyer threatening the boy's mother, forcing her to make her son sign a plea deal or face worse consequences later. The female lawyer quickly recorded the scene on her phone and drove the prosecution lawyer away. Afterward, the mother knelt down and begged the female lawyer to save her son. The female lawyer comforted her, saying the boy's actions qualified as self-defense, and promised they would do everything to defend him. Watching this unfold, the beggar recalled his wife's final words, and finally decided to testify for the boy. On the day of the trial, the beggar stood in the witness box and recounted what he had seen that night word by word. The prosecution lawyer immediately objected, claiming the beggar had been drunk that night, and his testimony was unreliable. The court fell into a deadlock, and the judge announced a recess. The boy's mother collapsed to the ground, crying and pleading with the lawyers to save her son. But unexpectedly, the beggar asked the female lawyer for money. The female lawyer was furious, scolding him for only caring about money. The beggar took the money and walked out of the courtroom without looking back. But soon, the second trial began. The prosecution lawyer took the opportunity to accuse the beggar of perjury, and also accused the female lawyer of bribing a witness in court. The prosecution lawyer pressed relentlessly, demanding the judge immediately execute the boy. Just as the judge was about to deliver the verdict, the beggar walked back into the courtroom holding a document.